In many ways, life at Duke has changed tremendously since Dean Sue first stepped foot on campus as an undergrad. But throughout her 40 years here, the West Union building has remained a central part of the Duke experience.
Been on campus, but I can promise you it's been there since 1973.
Before it was closed for renovations earlier this year, West Union was best known to current students as the home to popular chain restaurants like the Loop and Subway. But the West Union of Dean Sue's era had a very different feel.
It's changed enormously. Imagine the West Union being more like today's Bryan Center. The barber shop was there, the post office was there, there was a bank.
West Union featured a number of campus eateries. Students ate many of their meals in the Blue and White Room, commonly called the Pits. Another venue served a blue plate special for lunch, while other options were available for special occasions.
Where the Mary Lou Williams Center was the infamous Oak Room, where people could actually go and have a served meal.
The Cambridge Inn, or the CI, was a favorite for study breaks.
They also served beer. So it was for many years and for many people sort of an on-campus bar. Friday afternoons were a lot of fun in the CI because there would be these happy hour specials. They might have fried shrimp or tacos.
But West Union was a fixture on campus long before Dean Sue arrived. Duke archivist Valerie Gillespie explains that the building has been a major part of Duke life ever since it first opened in 1930.
The fact that they really saw it as a central place on campus, right next to the chapel. The Union was also a place where dances were held, where concerts were held. It was where you would, if you had an important visitor come, they might come to the Union and speak.
With each new generation, West Union adapted to the needs of its students.
If you talk to some of the older alumni, they'll talk about the dope shop. Talk to the current students and say, dope shop, what are you talking about? Well, the dope shop was the heart and soul of that building in its earliest iteration.
The dope shop combined a small bookstore, a convenience store, and an old-fashioned soda counter.
Every day you'd go to the dope shop and you would get a hamburger or French fries and or a milkshake. There was something incredibly comforting and cozy and warm and homey about it.
The mid-generation, they'll talk about the Hideaway. And the Hideaway was the social venue in the 80s and 90s.
A student-run bar in the basement of West Union, the Hideaway was owned entirely by student shareholders.
As students graduated from Duke, they would sell their shares to current students. What it really started as was a bar for grad students, but it evolved over time as being a place where undergrads went, graduate students went, even people in the community came.
Soon, student demand changed again. A desire for nationally known restaurants led to the replacement of Duke eateries with brands like Chick-fil-A and Subway. Space constraints in the West Union pushed amenities like the post office and the bank into the Bryan Center, and new regulations crippled the operations of the Hideaway, and so the university shuttered it, opening the Rathskeller and later the Armadillo Grill as new on-campus bars. But in the West Union renovation, what's old is new again. Restaurants operated by Duke Dining will return to the building.
Some of those brands like Subway and Chick-fil-A, for lack of a better word, fast food, will not come back into West Union.
And a bar will once again occupy its basement.
It'll be the return of the Hideaway, so to speak, at the ground floor area in the the West Wing, right underneath the Great Hall. We'll be adding a new pub space.
But throughout the years, although many aspects of West Union have changed, there's one thing that stayed the same.
By trying to sort of respond to the needs of the student body, I think that the revised Union is sort of doing what the Union's always done,